Small head, narrow shoulders, dark skin, I said. Like you, Eungyo? Yeah, like me, I said. And then it hit me. I looked down at my feet and sensed something odd about the way they were outlined, against the pine cones and white oak leaves splayed over soft soil. My shadow, spread out thin, very thin, stretched out from the little toe of my right foot all the way into the thickets. My shadow. And then I understood. Don't go following shadows, Mujae said, and I narrowed my eyes to bring him into focus, thinking he looked oddly hazy. Youbi, I realized, slender as spider silk. I stood there unmoving, feeling my eyelids grow heavy with the weight of water. Droplets formed on the tips of my 10 drooping fingers. The rain tasted salty on my lips. I stood for a while, despondent. Shall we head back? Mujae said, turning to leave. I followed him, the tall grass snapping and crackling as I pushed my way through it. The thickets were so dense that I wondered how I'd managed to come so far in. Now, retracing my steps, the grass and branches are even tougher because they were wet. My trousers and shirt were damp. I rubbed my eyes, wiping away the rainwater that was gathering on my lashes. Are you crying? No, I'm not crying. We walked for quite a while like this, but we still couldn't find our way out of the woods. What should we do? Mujae stopped and turned to me. Seems like we're lost. Should we keep walking? I don't think we have a choice. Then let's keep walking for now. The top layer of the ground, swollen with rain, was so slippery that if you slipped at all, it seemed you'd slip forever. My legs were stinging. I looked down and saw that they were covered with grass cuts. The longest cut was green with sap. Once I was aware of the cuts, my legs stung every time I moved. With my shadow drooping so far behind me, I had a hard time just moving my feet, first the left, and then the right. Seeing that I was having trouble walking, Mujae came over and took a look at the cuts. I'm cold, Mujae. That's because you're standing still. I feel like I could die. What do you mean, you could die? I'm just saying I feel like I could die. Is that just your way of talking? I feel like I could die, that's all. Mujae wiped away the sap with his sleeve, then straightened up and looked me in the eye. Should we die then? Right here, he added, so quietly that I was frightened. I looked at Mujae as if seeing him for the first time. His black eyes peered down at me. His hair, usually somewhat disheveled, had been subdued by the rain. Eungyo, he said, don't say you feel like you're going to die, if you don't really plan on dying. Okay. Let's keep walking then, Mujae said. He walked on ahead, and I followed him. My eyes welled up with tears. Mujae was so heartless. I wanted to let him go on ahead so I could be on my own. But I couldn't do that in these woods, especially when my shadow had risen. So I just kept walking, wiping my eyes. Are you crying? No, I'm not crying. As we were walking, our surroundings grew lighter. Mujae stopped and spread out his hands, palms upward. The rain has stopped. Yeah. Do you want some gum? Okay. Mujae took out a bent stick of gum from his pocket, tore it in half, and handed me one piece. I removed the dampish double wrapper and poked the green grape gum into my mouth. It was sweet, so sweet that my jaw tingled and my mouth watered. I folded the wrapper neatly and put it in my pocket. I walked on diligently, chewing gum. Each time my wet feet pushed against the ground, a deep chill leached up through my soles. I imagined melting away into such a deep chill, becoming a part of these deep woods. Round mushrooms were growing near sinewy tree roots that poked above the leaf mold. Mujae?